Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everybody and educators. I'm Nurul Izza Mubarok. I'm from Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris Universitas Islam Nusantara. I'm here as the opposition team that against this motion. It's about the House would ban all production and consumption of meat. Now I'm going to rebut what the Prime Minister said about if this house can production and consumption of the meat, they can make a changing their diet or their lifestyle and then spend money to other things, and then they can prevent from some infection from that meat. Okay, now I have the reason why we cannot ban all production and consumption of the meat. Okay, there is a protein, a good protein and the important protein in this meat itself. And then the protein is very important for the kid intelligence, and if we prevent or ban this production and consumption of the meat, it can make the kid intelligence in the future will back down, because if we're going to focus on the diet or lifestyle like what the Prime Minister said, there's a healthy balance like a carnivore diet that can include protein from meat as well as from fish and eggs or non-animal sources such as beans and pulse. Meat such as chicken or red meat provides us with iron, zinc, and then B vitamins. Meat is one of the main sources of vitamin B12 in the diet, so it can be very important if people want to have the diet with meat, because there is a vitamin B12 there in the meat itself. Okay, we have to know there's some points that I want to tell you about what is the benefits of the meat. Okay, meats have protein and then naturally completely and then iron rich and bioavailable nutrition, and it can make in our body it can make the muscle strength and then our bone strength and then brain function, and then it can make our heart more healthier, and then it can control the blood sugar, and then it can make a zinc immunity and then selenium rich, and then weight management, and then of course we all know that meat tastes good. Okay, so if the Prime Minister said about the people want to prevent all the infection or some of disease that causes from the meat itself, we don't have to blame the production, or we don't have to blame the consumption of the meat, but we have to educate people, educate the consumers how to process their food ingredients, how to process with how to cook the meat, and then it can make a good function for their healthy body. Okay, in this case, I will give you some case that if we were removing meat from diet, and according to the Levy Wallins, she is a nurture coach, this could increase certain health risks or conditions such as cardiovascular disease and then high blood pressure. So if meat is replaced with plant sources of protein, other benefits may include an increase intake of fibers and then phytonutrients and then antioxidants too. Okay, so I'm here as a opposition team giving this argument. I very disagree if this house will ban all production and consumption of meat. Okay, so with meats we can have so many proper management of the meat, and then we can focus to how entire process of how we can hygiene the process of cooked meat itself. And then if people want to prevent the infection or some of disease that causes by meat, yes, we can educate people how to use separate eating and then drinking utensils and then practicing good hygiene. Yeah, because protein intake declining of our body, it will be very important. So the educators, please, I'm here as the opposition team, rebut what Prime Minister said, that people who do not eat meat or protein, it can make they can spend money of all other things, because meat have expensive enough for some people, but it's not itself. because meat have a very important function in our health lifestyle too, and then for our body. So I'll be disagree if this house would ban all production and consumption of the meat, and I will be disagree if governments can production and consumption the meat and then educate people how to process the meat, and then to know what is carnivore diets that they can usually have a daily lifestyle, good and healthy daily lifestyle too. Okay, so maybe enough for me. Thank you, educators. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.